Hello.
Hello, hello. How did your quiz go today?
I think it went pretty well.
That's
Um,
good.
it was literally it was hybridization and pi bonds.
Hybridization and pi bonds.
Yeah, that's all there was to it.
So like, they just told you to like identify if is this SP, SP2, SP3 hybridized, P hybrid unhybridized, or S unhybridized.
Yeah, it was like state the hybridization of this atom, and it was like
Oh,
very easy. It was like chem
uh-huh.
review stuff.
Right,
So
right.
when you made the
Was there that
suggestion,
trick
sorry?
problem where they had the amide and they pointed at the nitrogen, but then people thought it was sp3, but it's actually sp2 because of resonance?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that was on its.
we didn't. Oh no, sorry. No, it wasn't. But
Uh-huh. Oh.
um. I know there was like a carbonyl attached with a one carbon and a oxygen, but this is like a
Uh-huh.
cycloalkane, but like many cycloalkanes. But
Yeah.
that would still be considered sp2, right?
The wait, hold on. Let me draw out the structure and then describe to me the structure again. Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah.
You're sharing my screen. Okay, sorry. Describe the structure again. Sorry.
So it was like a well, it wasn't like a alternating double bonds, it was just like an alkane or like yeah, cycloalkane. And I don't know the like like number of them, but there was a carbonyl attached. And then one side of it was a carbon and the other side was an oxygen. Like one of the it was like inside the alkane. So like I guess one carbon wouldn't be branching out of it, so it wouldn't be a methyl. It would just be like a carbon itself. And instead of one of the carbon chains or like the oxygen or the carbonyl attached to not like that. It was like oxygen inside the so instead of like a OH it was like a CO and then carbonyl attached.
Or
Um like it was just like one ring and so like it wasn't all carbons. One of the carbons inside of that ring was an oxygen. So it
oh,
wasn't branching out. Yeah, yeah.
I see, I see, I see, I see. Like this.
Yeah, and then right beside yeah, like that.
Uh-huh.
That would be SP2, right?
This one?
The one with the carbonyl attached or carbonyl?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Because I was thinking would it do resonance, but it would break the octet, so that's why I did SP2.
Yeah, all of these would be sp2. Like all of these three arrows that I pointed at are sp2 hybridized.
Right.
Uh-huh. Right, right, right. Yeah.
Um, I did have a question though.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, yeah, I still am a bit confused with like eclipse and like um oh, what's the specific name for it?
Newman projection?
Yeah, Newman projection.
Yeah. Are you like confused about the differences between staggered and eclipse? Or
Yeah, I think there's three different types. It's just like
uh-huh.
it's kind of hard to still like visualize like what's
Oh, what's going on behind the
yeah.
scenes? I see. So let's say we have. Well, actually, I think Kathy sent me a similar picture for Newman projection.
Hmm.
Um, Translate the given theoretical conformer from Newman projection to its wedge and dash drawing. Also, that's different. That's going the other way. That's going like they give you the Newman projection and they want you to draw out the um bond line form for that. From the Newman from wedge line, you might find it helpful to make a model to visualize the different viewpoints. Okay, so let's see here. Let's say we have this structure where this is going to be wedge isopropyl. This is going to be dash methyl. Right. And no, let's say dash bromine. Okay. So let's say our face or eyes are right here. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking directly down at this carbon right here. So we're right in front of this carbon right here. Right. So our first carbon that we're looking at is that carbon. The carbon behind that is the second carbon. Right. We do not see this bond right here. We cannot see that bond.
Okay.
Right. Cannot see. And we cannot see this bond because that bond is right behind the carbon that we are in front of. Right.
Okay.
So to represent the atom that is directly in front of us, we represent that by a dot. So this dot right here is going to be this carbon right there.
Okay.
The carbon behind it, which is this one in pink, is going to be represented by a circle like that. This dot right here has three groups besides the back carbon. It has an isopropyl group, a propyl group, and a hydrogen. I'm going to draw the isopropyl group going up like this, the propyl group going to the right like this, and
Mm-hmm.
then the hydrogen going to the left like that. Right.
Okay.
In
I
this
see
kind of
that.
form. Right. So if we look at the back carbon right here, that back carbon is also attached to three groups beside the first carbon. It's attached to an ethyl group, a bromine, and hydrogen. Right. So I'm gonna draw out the ethyl group going down like this. The well, actually, the order matters here now, right? Because now we have stereochemistry. If the bromine is a dash, that's on the opposite side as the isopropyl. So I'm gonna draw the bromine coming out of the second carbon like this, right? Opposite of where the isopropyl is because they're opposite from each other right now,
Okay.
right? And notice how when I drew out the bond out from the circle right here, right to the bromine, I didn't draw the bond out starting from the like that to the bromine, right? To show that this bromine right here is attached to the back carbon. The hydrogen is okay. And another way that you could think about this is that this hydrogen here is on the opposite side of the other hydrogen. So the hydrogen on the back carbon is going to be opposite to the other hydrogen like that, right? They're anti to each other like this, right?
Okay.
Um, now we see that if we make a line through that bond that we cannot see, we see that the two OR groups here are opposite from each other as well. So the ethyl group is going to be like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way that I drew this is considered staggered, right? And there's three different ones that you need to be familiar with. Um, a Newman projection can either be staggered or it can be eclipsed, right? But there's two types of staggered projections that you could have. One could be anti, the other one could be gauche,
Okay.
right? So now this Newman projection here is staggered, but it's not gonna be. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, it kind of has a gauge confirmation, but this is not the most gauge confirmation because but actually it is. Yeah, this is gauge. This is actually gauge, and I'll show you what that means. Gauge and anti. So I'm gonna
Okay.
draw out the anti one first, where I'm gonna maintain the front carbons groups like this, as I drew originally.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. So you have to determine what's the bulkiest group on the front carbon. So what's the bulkiest group on the front carbon? The isopropyl, hydrogen, or propyl? And think of it as like bulky in terms of the how branched it is as well. Like if it has more branches, then it's gonna be more bulky.
Purple?
Isopropyl, right? Isopropyl. Propyl right here, 1, 2, 3. It looks bulkier because it's longer, right? But think of it as like it's skinny because there's no branches. So it's going
Okay, so it's
away.
the isopropyl.
Yep. So it's the isopropyl. This one right here. Okay. So I'm gonna
Okay.
circle the bulky group of the front carbon in green like that. What would be the bulkiest group on the back carbon? The bromine, the hydrogen, or the ethyl group?
Mm, bromine?
Yeah. So bromine is a bigger atom. This is a little bit tricky. It is a bigger atom than carbon is, right? But we have to keep in mind the whole group in mind. Right? So
Okay.
bromine is bigger than this individual carbon, but we're looking at the whole group, the CH2, CH3, which is bigger than Br overall,
Okay.
right? So in the back carbon, I'm gonna circle the bulky group in purple like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The front carbon bulky group is in green. The back group bulky group is in purple like that. Right?
Okay.
So now, if I were to draw the anti conformation, which is a type of staggered conformation, meaning that the groups are like 60 degrees away from each other, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. They're not on top of each other. That would be eclipsed, right? Anti would mean that the two bulkiest groups are on opposite sides of each other, anti to each other. So the bulky group of the first carbon is this isopropyl group. I want my ethyl group to be anti to that, just like that.
Oh, so they're like on opposite sides.
Yeah, they're on opposite sides. They're anti to each other, opposite sides,
Right.
180 degrees. They have 180-degree angle from each other.
Okay.
Right, right. Uh-huh. So, you notice how I drew out the structure from this wedge, bond line wedge form right here? If I
Yes.
rotated my ethyl group, this is going counterclockwise, right? Yeah, counterclockwise. Everything is also going to rotate counterclockwise like that, right?
Okay.
Because I want my ethyl group to be here to show the anti-conformation, meaning that where would be the hydrogen and where would be the bromine?
Um, the
Like,
the
uh-huh.
bromine should be on the right side.
Yep, right. When I'm rotating this right here, I'm rotating this single bond that we cannot see right there. That's free rotation, right? And whenever I'm rotating it, I'm gonna keep the front carbon groups stationary. They stay still. Nothing. Like don't move those front group carbons, right? The only groups that we are moving are the three groups on the back, the ethyl, bromine, and hydrogen. So if I were to rotate it counterclockwise, the bromine would be on the right side. That's right. That's right. Right.
Okay,
Everything
so
on
you
the
said
front stays the
only
same.
so you said only rotate the you said there was the methyl, bromine, and hydrogen?
The ethyl, bromine, and hydrogen, right? Whenever you're
Okay.
rotating, you could either keep the front groups the same, right? And then rotate the back groups. Like if we kept the front groups the same, we would have to rotate these three groups right here,
Okay.
right? Or you could keep the back groups the same, stationary, and then you rotate the front group carbons like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I like keeping the front groups the same and I like rotating the back groups. because it
Okay.
makes more sense for me that way.
Okay, so this is just preference.
Yeah, it's just preference. Yeah, doesn't matter. If you keep the back group stationary, you rotate the front three groups, you would have to rotate um the isopropyl, propyl, and hydrogen, right? And then the back groups, the ones that I'm gonna box here, are gonna stay the same. Nothing changes to those back groups if I'm rotating the front groups, right? But I like keeping the front groups the same and rotating the back groups like this.
Mm. And we do that why?
Yeah, we just do that to show the different Newman projections, the different energies, because this single bond right here between the front carbon that we are looking at and the back carbon that we cannot see, but we can see its groups, is a single bond. And single bonds have a free rotation. They can rotate freely. And
Okay.
if they are rotating freely, then it's not going to be like stuck in this form all the time.
Oh, okay.
Showing like the molecule at different times when the molecule rotates at this bond, right?
So, what does that mean that we have to like draw different like the different rotations? So like let's say we're having the bromine move once and then the hydrogen move once. Are we doing that twice to show the different like the different placements, like how we would
A
do
lot of
like
them, it depends on the question. The question will probably not ask you to draw all the Newman projections. It's probably going to ask you to draw out uh one Newman projection, like the Gauss Newman projection, the anti-Newman projection, or one of the eclipse ones. Right? You won't probably like they won't probably ask you to draw every Newman projection.
Oh,
Right, right.
okay.
Yeah, like I'm just showing you this to explain the concept, and then we'll go over specific questions that they ask for, and then
Mm-hmm.
after we go over this, those questions will make more sense, right? But we have to understand like what's going on with these Newman projections first, right?
Okay.
Uh-huh. So this right here is an anti-staggered conformation, right? Staggered, but it's specifically anti. Right. So if I rotate it again, I'm gonna keep the front groups the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
The isopropyl is gonna stay the same, nothing changes there. This hydrogen here stays the same, nothing changes there. The propyl group here stays the same, nothing changes there. I'm keeping that stationary. The groups that I'm rotating are the back groups, right? Let's say I rotate my ethyl group clockwise, but I'm not gonna rotate it all the way to the other staggered position. I'm just gonna rotate it and stop at like right beneath this hydrogen right here. 1, 2, like that.
Okay.
If I do that, this hydrogen is gonna move right here, right underneath the isopropyl like this, and then the bromine is gonna be right underneath the propyl like that, right?
And why is that again?
This is because the single bond is rotating.
Oh,
Single
rotating
bond between
freely.
the front carbon and the back carbon is rotating, and as that's rotating, the groups in the back are rotating, and as it's rotating, I'm just stopping. Think of these as like pictures, like snapshots of a moving molecule, right? At one point in time, the molecule is going to look like this. At another point in time, as it rotates, it's going to look like this. So it's like a picture, like
Okay.
of the molecule at a frozen time, right? So this confirmation here is what we call eclipse. The groups here are eclipsing each other, right? Like they're on top of each other. The bond angle between them is 0, right? But we could rotate it again. So if I rotate it again, I'm gonna keep the front groups the same, stationary. And let's say I rotate clockwise again. If I rotate clockwise, the ethyl group is gonna be here, the hydrogen is gonna be here, and the bromine is gonna be here,
Okay.
right? Now, if we look at the bulky group of the first carbon is still there, the isopropyl. The bulky group of the back carbon is now here, the ethyl group. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Notice how the two bulky groups are right next to each other now, like instead of anti to each other.
Right.
If they are right next to each other, like that in staggered conformation, then they are gonna bump into each other, and that bumping into each other is called steric hindrance. Right. So this would be staggered, but this would be specifically gauche. Gauche meaning that the two bulky groups are right next to each other. Right. Like that.
Oh, so like the okay, so when the two bulky groups are like right next to each other, that's called steric hindrance because they're the bulkiest groups and they will bump.
Yes. When they're right next to each other
Okay.
like this, they're gonna bump into each other. Because like these are the biggest groups, have more chance of bumping into each other, right?
Right, because they're the bulkiest.
Yes, because they're bulkiest. And molecules don't like to bump into each other. The reason why is because of electronic effects. Like a lot of these have electrons in them. Electrons repel each other. You could think like that, right? But it's more of size. Like steric hindrance is talking about size. Um, you'll learn more about this term later. When you say something is more sterically hindered, you're saying that is bigger, that is bulkier, right?
Okay.
Steric hindrance is like talking about bulkiness of a group, right? So later in the quarter, like you'll see this a lot. It's like steric hindrance size, steric hindrance more bulky, less steric hindrance less bulky, right?
Mm, okay.
But steric hindrance is the bumping of molecules, right? The more bulky the molecule is, the more steric hindrance it has, because the more chance it has to bump into another molecule.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So I'm gonna rotate this one more time. If I rotate that one more time, I'm gonna keep the front carbon groups the same. That stays the same, nothing changes there. The ethyl group is gonna be right behind there. I'm stopping it at that point, right? I'm choosing to stop it at that point, right there. Hydrogen is gonna be there, and then the bromine is gonna be right there. This would be eclipsed. Right. Okay. So another important thing that you need to know is that the more stable a molecule is, the lower energy it will have, and vice versa. The less stable a molecule is, the more energy a molecule will have. Right?
Right. And so like more specifically um if it's more stable, then um would you say it's like a exothermic? Or are we talking about that's more specifically towards reaction? So,
Yeah. Exothermic and endothermic are talking more about reactions, right? Like
okay.
spontaneous reactions, non-spontaneous reactions. This one here is talking about the molecule itself. Like, is the molecule uh like stable or not?
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. And the molecule is going to be more stable if it has less steric hindrance. The molecule is going to be less stable if it has more steric hindrance. Meaning that portions of the molecule are going to bump into each other. If they're bumping into each other, that's steric hindrance, right? They don't want to bump into each other,
Hmm.
right? So if we were to rank these in order of stability, where 1 is the most stable and 4 is the least stable, what would your guess be, right? Another thing before you try that is that, uh, do you think staggered or eclipse would be more stable? Staggered confirmation or eclipse confirmation would be more stable?
I think staggered would be
Uh-huh.
more stable
Right.
because
That's
they're
right.
like complete opposites.
Uh-huh.
Like
They're
both
farther away
bulky
from each other.
groups. Yes.
Um,
Which is what they would
well,
prefer because
yeah.
then it would be less likely that there will be collisions.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Less likely for there to be collisions. Less likely for there to be steric hindrance. Less steric hindrance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Staggered will be huh, more stable. That arrows talk about stability than eclipsed. Right. Meaning that it will have less energy than eclipsed. Right. Staggered is more
Mm-hmm.
stable than eclipse, but the eclipse will have more energy than the staggered. Right. Okay, so let's rank these molecules in order of stability. Yeah, let's talk about stability. Which ones will be the
Mm-hmm.
most stable? Which one will be the most stable?
I would say most stable is the staggered anti.
Yes, staggered anti. That's right. Uh-huh. Number one.
Um, I know the least would be staggered gauche.
Number four. So there, two of these eclipses here are going to be less stable than the staggered. Right. All of the eclipse confirmations here are less stable than the staggered ones. Right.
Oh,
So
right.
this staggered one here is more stable than these two. Right.
Okay.
But that staggered one is less stable than the anti. Right. Anti is more stable than gauche. Right.
Right.
Now at the eclipsed one, looking at the structure, which one do you think is more stable?
Mm, I would say the left side is more stable.
Yes. The left side is stable.
I
Right.
because the atoms are more like apart from each other. Or like
Uh, the
the yeah.
bulky groups are more apart from each other. Right. The bulky groups. Right.
Yes.
Because the bulky groups on the right side are right on top of each other. And that's more
Mm-hmm.
collision, more hindrance, more
Right.
hindrance. Right. So it would be 1, 3, 2, 4. Right.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And this is when you see the energy graph, like with the degrees, like 0 degrees, 60 or 60 degrees, 120 degrees, 180 degrees, 240 degrees, and then this is gonna be like energy. Um, one will have the lowest energy, and then it would be 3 here, and 2 here, and then like 4 here. Right. This is gonna be like 1, 3, 2, 4. Have you seen a graph like this when they taught you Newman projections? So similar to this?
Um, I think so.
Uh-huh. Right. So this is just talking about like what we just did right here, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the the most stable one here is gonna be the one that has the least energy, right? That's the most stable one.
Right.
The least stable one right here is gonna have the highest energy like that, and then everything else will just like fall in between like that in the graph,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, so that's the concepts of Newman projections. Let's do some specific problems to like see what kind of questions you get on these.
Okay, thank
Let's look
you.
at the ones that Kathy sent. They gave you this one, this Newman projection. And they are telling you to translate this given theoretical conformer from the Newman projection to its wedge and dash drawing. You might find it helpful to make a model to help visualize the different viewpoints. So this carbon right here is going to be the very first carbon we are looking at. If my eyes are right here and I'm looking down at something, the very first thing that I'm seeing is this carbon right here. The bond, we do not see that. The carbon right behind that is represented by this circle right here. This circle right there is representing that carbon right here.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to draw out the CH3 group coming out like this, just to maintain that zigzag form in OChem, like the hydrocarbon chain. This is the CH3
Mm-hmm.
right here. Right. What do you want to make the fluorine? A wedge or a dash?
Um, Dash.
Okay, let's make it a dash, which would make the bromine a wedge. Right. So that's the first carbon complete, right? We included the fluorine, we included the bromine, and we included the methyl group, which are the three groups right here of the first carbon.
Okay.
Right. Now let's look at the back carbon. I'm going to draw out. Okay, so since you chose the fluorine as a dash, what would the chlorine be on the back carbon here be?
Um,
Opposite from the fluorine. What's opposite from a dash?
Wedge.
Yes, wedge. So at the back carbon, the chlorine here is going to be a wedge like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would the OH be?
Um, a dash.
Yes, a dash because it's opposite from the bromine, right? Anti to the bromine. And in this molecule that we're doing right now, we chose the bromine to be a wedge. And the opposite of a wedge is a dash.
Mm-hmm.
Dash OH. And then if we make a line through like the bond that we're looking at, uh, hydrogen, hydrogen here has to be like still planar, right? But anti in terms of that reference line that I drew. Like this. Right? So it's
Okay.
going to be like this. Right? So that's one way to draw it. Um, but I don't like seeing it like this, so I'm gonna take it. But we'll go in rotations and everything later on when you go over stereochemistry. But this should work as an answer. So submit this as an attempt and let me know if this works. Kathy, let's see, because like this one should still work, even though it kind of weird. It should still be the same thing. Okay. Okay. Try submitting the image as we drew it. And this curling. Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh yeah, you're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, shoot. Let me connect to my hotspot. So
Okay,
it's less laggy. Sorry,
okay,
sorry about this.
it's okay.
Let's see. What's your sleep schedule like? What time do you sleep usually? What time do you wake up usually?
Me? Hello?
Hello, 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 hello.
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, yeah,
What time do I sleep?
yeah,
Um, I, if I have an 8 a.m. lecture for OChem, then I try sleeping a bit early, like
yeah.
11:30 or 12. And
Mm.
if not, then I stay up till like 2. But it's kind of hard too, because I'm still trying to build back that like how I used to, because I kind of got back all my sleep during the summer. So I still
Yeah.
feel a bit sleepy every now and then.
Yeah. If you do
Yeah.
sleep at 2, what time do you wake up?
Um, like 7:30 or 8. I feel like, would you consider that like late?
5, 6 hours? 5, 6 hours?
Yeah, and then like wake up at like 7:30 or 8.
7:30 or 8? 5, 6, 8. Do you feel tired like that day? Like when you like get 5, 6 hours of sleep? Do you feel tired?
As long as I have coffee, I'm okay.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, coffee,
Yeah.
coffee. Yeah, that is it's doable, but not optimal, but doable.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's because
yeah,
I study better at night, I think.
yeah. That was me too. That was me too in college. I didn't get that many sleep. Like 7, 8, 9 hours. Like people recommend. I didn't get that. Yeah,
Oh, okay, so that I'm not crazy.
yeah. It's college. It's
Okay.
college. College is making us do this. For
Yep.
sure. Let's see. It said wrong. It said wrong. Okay, try this then, and then I'll show you how to um get here. Try this. Yeah, try this one. And let me know what they say. Oh yeah, at least I don't think you know how I told you that I plan on giving a review session for the midterm tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I'll just maintain the office hours thing, and I won't like tell anyone about like the review session because I think it's too much work, and I have a quiz coming up this Friday, but I'll still keep the
Oh,
office hours. Yeah,
okay.
still keep
Okay.
the office hours. Yeah,
That still sounds fine to me.
yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Usually I do it, but then like now like there's a lot of stuff going on, so I don't think I could do it this quarter.
Mm-hmm. Did
Yeah.
you ever record like your other one
Uh-huh.
that you did before?
Yeah. I recorded all the previous review sessions I did. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, one is in A, B, and C. There's midterm review sessions and final review sessions. 2 to 3 hours each.
Ooh, okay. And are they accessible?
Yeah, they're accessible through the school. It's more organized that way. Like if you look at the different quarters, like spring quarter, summer session 1, summer session 2, you get to see the summer sessions more easily. It's also on my
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, but it's harder to find on YouTube because like you have to scroll through like a lot of videos. So it's more
Mm-hmm.
easily like accessible through school on the classroom tab.
Classroom?
Yeah,
Okay.
classroom tab, right? and then you get to see the review videos there too. Uh,
Okay, if I am not able to navigate, I'll probably reach
yeah, just
out.
text me. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Replace hydrogen atoms with appropriate atoms. Oh, yeah. This is a carbon. This is a carbon, not a hydrogen. So replace that hydrogen with a carbon, and also for this part right here, you had the chlorine in the right spot. This is good. This is good. Yeah. So change this hydrogen that you had right here into a carbon, and then see how that goes. A CH3. This is a CH3. Let's see. Change it to CH3. Yeah, CH3. Okay. And while you work on that, I'll see the other problem you sent. Wait, you said wait, I think you sent the same picture. Same time. Yeah, I think it's the same problem. CH3. The drawn configurations of both sets of substituents, fluorine, bromine, and methyl HCl and OH differ from that in the Newman projection. That is, you've drawn an enantiomer. Recall that solid was one towards to the yes. Alcohol should be okay. So based on that, try inputting the first one again. The first one should be right. Right. The way that we rotated it is not it's not this Newman projection. So try this again, but put this as CH3 now. Right, and then that should fix the problem. Because we want everything to make sense from the Newman projection to the bond line form with the wedge and dash, right? If fluorine is opposite to the chlorine, we want them to be opposite from each other too, right? Fluorine is a dash, so we want the chlorine to be a wedge. Alcohol and bromine are opposite to each other, so we want them to be opposite to each other as well, right? We see bromine here as a wedge. We want the alcohol to be a dash opposite to each other. That. Right? When we rotate this, like what I did earlier, the moon projection is going to change as well, right? So try inputting this, but this time put this as a CH3 group and try that. CH3 dash bromine, wedge chlorine. Okay, that should be right. That should be right. That should be right. Okay. You've drawn an enantiomer. We call that a solid wedge. HCl and OH differ. Fluorine, bromine, and methyl, hydrogen, chlorine, and OH differ from that in the Newman projection. That is solid wedge bond. The dash bond is behind it. What is this asking for? Let's see. Okay. Let me try something. Okay. Did you do R and S yet? R and S configuration? Stereochemistry? Not yet. Okay. One, two, three. No, that isn't. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, the things attached to the carbons are correct. It's just the way that we draw the bond is wrong. The dashed bond is going away from the viewer behind the plane of this screen. I forget what's going on here. Okay, I'll OHCO. The drawn configurations of both sets of substituents, fluorine, bromine, and methyl, yeah, hydrogen, chlorine, and OH differ from that in the Newman projection, as you've drawn in enantiomer. Okay, I'll get back to you in this question. I don't know like what they're asking for right now, but yeah, I'll get back to you and then see if I can figure this out later. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's look at some Mariah Jones. Hybridization, acidity, nomenclature, Newman projections. Mm. Okay, so we'll uh try these. Okay, let's try this one first. Which one of these Newman projections has the most gauge interaction? And which one is the most stable? Let's try this. Anyone? Yes, one is the most stable. This is the most stable because if you look at the bulky group of the first carbon right here and the bulky group of the back carbon, they are opposites from each other, anti to each other. So that's the anti-conformation, making it the most stable. Right. Which one of the is the more gauche configuration, right? That bulky group is like kind of near to that bulky group. Hydrogens here are not very big, right? So there's some steric hydrogens going on here. On the other one, there's some steric hydrogens going on here. Steric hydrogens going on here, right? So this one here will have the most gauche interactions or collisions. Right, let's double check our answer. What is this? Oh, that's the wrong one. Wait, this one. There we go. Yeah, this is the most stable, and this is the one with the two Gauss interactions. Right. The bulky groups are like there's more collisions on the rightmost between the the groups. Right. Okay. See. See. Let's think about what question. Let's do a language combinations and rank them from low to high energy. Let's do a comprehensive one. Okay, let's do example 3. You guys haven't gone over R and S yet, so we'll save this for later. But did I like what I went over today? Did this make sense? Like the Newman predictions? Do you guys have any more questions on this? Like what Gaussian interactions are, what eclipsed are, what staggered are, what anti-confirmation is, how this relates to energy and stability. Oh wait, I want to try something. I want to try something. Let's play some Kahoot. You guys can put an anonymous name too. I made a Kahoot for the I remember when I was doing this in a controversial session. Yay! Let's do it. This is some themes. I should create some more Kahoots. But these are Kahoots what I made when I was doing 118A review session. What is it? Newman projection. Right here. Oh, this is gonna test on acids too. So this could be good for practice if you guys went over acids, strengths of acids with the Cario acronym. Okay, let's do it. Drawing from Newman projection to one line form, it can be confusing, but yeah, it's perspective is everything. Like yeah, like, you have to know where you're looking at, like where the eyeball is. Yeah, you can join, Ryan. They tried it. Try it. Okay, okay. Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Everyone ready? Let's start. Oh, yes. Compound A is the stronger acid because if you think about the conjugate base, when you deprotonate that alcohol, the oxygen with the negative charge is more stable because there's more induction, right? That halogen right there is stabilizing that negative charge more, right? That halogen is withdrawing that electrons more because of more induction. Yes. Nice. Let's go. And think about the Cario rule. Which one is going uh to be more stable with Cario, right? Compound B is the more acidic compound because if you deprotonate that alcohol, the negative charge on the oxygen is more stable than the negative charge on the nitrogen, right? Because of electronegativity. Oxygen is more electronegative than nitrogen, so the oxygen is better able to hold the negative charge better than the nitrogen, right? So if the conjugate base is more stable, it comes from a stronger acid, making compound B the stronger acid because of electronegativity, right? Oh shoot, this is a tricky one. Yeah, yeah. So from the Cario acronym, whenever you deprotonate an acid, you take away a charge. You minus one charge. So if we look at compound A right here, and we take away a hydrogen, plus one minus one is zero, right? For compound B, when we take away hydrogen, plus one minus one is also zero. So the charge neutral is going to be the same for Cario. For A, atom size, they're the same atom, nitrogen. So they have the same atom size. Um, or raw R resonance, they have the same like resonance. Nothing can do resonance here. So for I induction, there's no halogen nearby. There's no electron group nearby. So the last factor is O orbital hybridization, right? Do you guys know if uh an sp3, sp2, or sp atom is more acidic and why? Like, would an sp3 atom or sp2 atom or sp atom be more acidic? Which one would be the most acidic? It's gonna be the one that has the most S character. Which one has the most S character? sp3, sp2, or sp? S character is like how many percentage of s orbital is in the hybrid orbital. The first one, so the first one is sp3. There's one s orbital out of four total orbitals, right? Because sp3 is consisted of one s orbital and three p orbitals, right? So that's four total orbitals, but that's one s out of four orbitals, so that's 25% s. For sp2, there's one s out of three orbitals, right? So that's 33% s character. For sp, there's one s out of two orbitals, so that's 50% s character. So sp is going to be the most stable, and then sp2 and then sp3, right? So compound B is the more acidic one because that nitrogen right there is sp2 hybridized. When it gets deprotonated, right? When it gets deprotonated, it's gonna be sp2. But when the left side gets deprotonated, it becomes sp3. So this is talking about hybridization. Another way you can think about it is like the more bonds you have, um, the more acidic it's gonna be, right? Compound B has a double bond, so it's more acidic than the single bond. Yeah, that's the quick way to get the answer. Right? But I would have to like draw out the nucleus and like the S character and everything to make it more sense. But I can do that tomorrow in office hours. Yeah, think about fractions. Yeah, SP. Yeah, so for this one right here, this is talking about induction. Compound B, the fluorine is more electronegative than the bromine, so the fluorine is a better uh, electron withdrawing group than bromine, right? It's stabilizing the negative charge better than the bromine. More induction, more electronegativity. Right? Yeah. So this one right here, it's drawn a little bit weird, but notice how the groups are not like 60 degrees away from each other. They're like right next to each other. They're very close to each other, so they are eclipsed. If they were staggered, then they would be like equally distant from each other and far away from each other as possible. Mhm. Right. So the alkyl groups are the R groups, right? And the R groups here are the isopropyl group and the propyl group. We see that they are in a eclipsed conformation because they are right on top of each other, right? So we cannot say gauche or anti because this Newman projection overall is in the eclipsed conformation, right? It's not staggered. The groups are not as far away from each other as possible and not like equally distant. So this would be eclipsed, eclipsing each other, right? Yeah. So uh, this right here is extremely unstable because the bulkiest group on the front carbon, the isopropyl, is right on top of the bulkiest group on the back carbon, the propyl. So that increases the steric hindrance and like it's eclipsed. So that's the most unstable Newman projection we could have. And if it's the most unstable Newman projection we could have, it has the highest energy, right? Because the less stable something is, the more energy it has. Um, Something that will have the lowest energy possible, meaning the most stable conformer, is going to be the anti-conformation. The anti-conformation is going to uh, be the most stable, therefore the lowest energy. But since this is the least stable, this has the highest energy. Yep. This is eclipsed because all the groups are next to each other. They're not as far away from each other as possible, so they are eclipsed. Yeah, this is like so far we've been seeing eclipse confirmations. I don't think we've seen a staggered confirmation yet, because the groups here they're still like right on top of each other, right? They're not 60 degrees away from each other. So since this is eclipsed, we can't say anti or gauche because anti or gauche is staggered, but this isn't staggered, right? So to tell the energy and like where it is in the spectrum, the energy spectrum, look at the bulkiest group on the front carbon, which is the isopropyl group, and the bulkiest group at the back carbon, which is the propyl group. And then you look at the extremes. The most stable conformation or rotamer is the anti one. This isn't the anti one. So this isn't the one with the lowest energy, right? The one with the highest energy, the least stable one, is when the two bulky groups are eclipsed and right on top of each other, right? That's the highest energy one. But because this is not right on top of each other, it is eclipsed, but not right on top of each other. It's somewhere in between, right? Somewhere in between the extreme, somewhere in between the most stable and the least stable. Yeah, so this is a first time we're seeing staggered in this Kahoot, right? Notice how all the groups here are 60 degrees away from each other now. They're staggered, right? They are as far away from each other as possible. In the previous Kahoots we've been seeing, the groups are like so close to each other. But in this case, they are as far away from each other as they can be from each other, making it staggered. And if it's staggered, we can have two different kinds of staggered, um, anti or gauche. Yeah, it's gonna be gauche because this is staggered, so we could say it's either anti or gauche, but it's specifically gauche because the bulkiest groups are right next to each other, right? That's gauche, steric hindrance, gauche interaction, collision. Yes, this is an in-between conformer because it's not the lowest energy, not the most stable, it's not anti. It's not the highest energy, it's not the least stable, it's not the eclipse and the bulky suits are on top of each other, right? It's not that. It's somewhere in between. So it's an in-between rotamer. Yeah, nice. This is staggered where every group is as far away from each other as possible. They're not eclipsed, they're not next to each other. Yep, anti. The two bulkiest groups here are anti to each other, opposite from each other. Nice, nice. Yeah, anti is the least energy rotamer because it's the most stable rotamer, most stable conformation. The bulkiest groups are anti to each other, so they have the least collisions, least steric hindrance, making it the most stable and therefore the least energy rotamer. Yep, nice. Okay. How do you guys feel about these Kahoots? Do you guys want to continue doing more Kahoots like this, relating to the things that you guys are learning about? It's perfect because I think I have a lot of Kahoots for 1 A. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. More Kahoots? Okay. Yeah. I hope today was helpful and yeah, what are you guys planning to do now for the rest of the night? Okay. Yeah. More okay. Homework study. Dang. Yeah. Shoot. Good luck, good luck, good luck. I had a long day today, so I'm gonna go to like sleep pretty soon. Like, yeah, because I had class at 7:30 a.m. And then I went home and then tutored and then office hours, but it's fun, it's fun. Uh-huh. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow. See ya. Hey Ryan.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, hello.
How's your day?
It was fine. How was your day?
I went to water polo, but then like it's like nothing really changed from like finals week, and it's like it's still stressful. It's just like now there's no test.
Oh no, there's no test.
Yeah.
That's good. 'Cause you just started the quarter, right?
Yep.
That's good. Yeah.
Mm. And
I'm
also
gonna go
we.
get water really quick. I'll be right back. I need
All
to drink
right.
some water really quick.
Mhm.
I'm back. I'm back.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Let's see. Okay. So basically, tomorrow I have a water polo game, and today I
Uh-huh.
also have a water polo game. So yeah, that was fun. And
That was
also,
fun.
yeah, and also, I went to like a dermatology appointment, like what, like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then and then they said that they canceled the thing. So
Uh-huh.
yeah. Um, and they just canceled it, and I like was like in traffic for like 30 minutes, and I was like late to school,
Uh-huh. Oh
like 3
shoot.
minutes. So what I did is that I slept in the office, and no one did anything.
That's good. So you had a relaxing day today, like not that much work, not that stressed.
Yeah, basically. But it's just weird that like I just like slept in the office, and just like no one really could do anything.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah. It's like for like 10 minutes only, but it's just
Right.
like I just got up and everyone was just staring at me, but they didn't do anything.
What? And then for the
Yeah.
water polo game, like, did you go against a different school?
Oh, I was the one like keeping track of the time since like I might actually like suck at like swimming because I was like sink all the way to the bottom.
Oh shoot! Well, was it what high school did you go to? Well, I mean,
Um,
did you go?
Against Florin.
Same city like Sacramento.
Yep.
Oh shoot! I see. I see. What league? What league are you guys in? Like A league, B league?
I don't think there's leagues because like the team just like started this year.
Uh-huh. Right.
Yeah, but
Right,
like they got like 1 month of practice, and like
right.
we've been like practicing for 3 months, and I mean they put up a good fight, but like it was like uh 12-6, and we won.
12-6. Yeah. And each score is how many points? Like whenever
Just
someone
two,
scores,
just one.
1 point. Oh shoot! So that's dang. So it's not like 2 points, 3 points. It's like every score is 1 point.
Yep.
Dang, that's good. The popular sports are probably like basketball or
Basketball,
football, right?
football,
Yeah, yeah. In your
track
school,
and field.
track and field. Yeah. Do you guys have wrestling?
Yeah, we do.
Hmm. I used to do wrestling in high school.
You told me. I
Yeah.
think, yeah, our school won, I think,
Uh-huh. Like the state.
Last year. Yep.
Hmm. Water polo. This is a new thing, right, for you? Like water polo. Like you just joined this year.
Yeah. Just this year.
Yeah, yeah. And
We
how do you
just had
like it
to
so far?
uh I have been coming to like practice, but I told my coach like every single day I'll come to uh to the games and all the meetings from now on, because like she
Uh-huh.
told me that she can't just be like doing this like just like taking care of me this late into the game, so I gotta like step it up or something.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Also, tomorrow's like a reverse minimum day, so I just go to school at like 12:30 and it ends at like 3:30.
Hmm. 3:30?
Just 3 hours.
3 hours? Oh my God.
Yeah, and
True.
then I'll go home. So like I'm thinking like I just wake up at 6, and then I just like go through all my micro homework, and then I just like be done for with the day,
Oh yeah.
because you
Dang,
got 6
yeah,
hours.
6 and then like you have to go at 12:30. So that's like 6 hours until then. So yeah, you have a lot of time to do that microbial work.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Yeah, and once you go to school, you go home, you rest. Yeah.
Hmm.
Have you been watching YouTube or anything? Like what do you do in your free time?
I mean, it's kind of difficult to say because like I deleted all my video games, and it's just like
Yeah.
I'm kind of in that. I'm trying to get into that mode, like where I'm just always just studying.
Uh-huh.
It's like in my free time, it's just like there's a lot of micro homework and also a lot of AP Lang stuff. Also,
Oh.
just like there's like a teacher or counselor that came into our class today and like told us about like, oh, uh, you got to sign up for, if you're going to sign up for this AP Lang class, you're going to have to do it till like November 1st or something like that.
Oh, dang. Hmm.
And like
Are the seniors in your school stressed about college apps since
I think
next
they're
month?
doing a lot better than what our juniors are doing. Because juniors are like more stressed than seniors.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
Also because I don't think I like had like a senior friends that like talk to me about their college apps.
oh,
It's like I'm a junior.
yeah, yeah. Did you ask them about it, or they didn't bring it up at all?
I didn't ask them yet
Oh, yeah, yeah.
anything. It's just yeah.
Let's see.
Mm,
Okay, most of them want to go to UC Davis. Huh.
yep.
Dang.
Mm. So what's the plan for tomorrow?
The plan for tomorrow? I have class at 7:30 to 9:20, and then another class from 9:50 to 11:40, and then tutoring at 12 to 1. Like I'm going there for biochem, lunch, and then subluxation analysis, and then I have an uh intern appointment. So someone's gonna adjust me, like another student, for hours in practice, and then tutoring 6:30 to 7:30, and then tomorrow I was gonna give a 2-hour midterm one review session for one of the classes. I was like, no, that's too much. Like I'm gonna be
Oh,
so dead. I'm so tired. Like I'm just gonna like do the office hours. Like whoever shows up shows up. Because like
exactly.
every time I do the review session, like at least 60 people show up. Uh,
Including me.
so but I don't have the brain power for that anymore right now.
Yeah,
It's too
you
much
don't
on my
have to
plate.
force yourself to make cahoots if you don't want to.
No, I already had pre-made Kahoots
Oh, that's good then.
last time, so I'll just use those old ones.
That's
And
good.
then I can search up like random Kahoots that other people made on the same concept. So you could participate.
Unlimited information,
You
basically.
you guessed on that first question, huh? Like there was one answer in like 1 second. I was like, who the heck answered that in one like less than a second?
That's true because I was thinking like that. Okay, I'm thinking about acids, and me
Yeah,
thinking about
yeah,
acids. I felt like you would put acid as a red because like acid would symbolize red, and then
yeah.
like base would symbolize
Also,
blue.
you got lucky. You got lucky.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
like at the end, I started learning more, and then just
that's
like, oh,
good.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
like what staggered looks like, what eclipse look like, what anti is, what gouge is.
Oh, I don't know what anti. Actually, I do know what anti is. It's like when the main branches are like opposite of each other, and
Yeah,
because it's
yeah,
stable,
yeah.
and
Oh my
then
god, you're gonna have a big head start in OChem when you start it.
yeah, it makes sense though. Like,
Yeah,
uh,
that's so good.
hmm. I mean, they literally just cram like a bunch of concepts like onto us, like just like they make us study like the for microbiology like I guess it's like bacteria. Just like like there's like when the bacteria is on the top, the bottom, and then the sides, and then like we had to
Mm.
like memorize like not like morphology and then everything else,
What it looks like with the
the shape,
function
like and how it's formed and everything else.
thing. Do you like the class? Like, is it interesting to you?
Um, I need to put in more effort for this class because it's
Mm.
mostly like it's a lot of work,
Mm. Hmm.
but
Microbiome honors. Is
and
this the
like
hardest class?
I'm trying to reward myself every time I do something good in that class because like it's kind of hard to find motivation if it's like that much work.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta reward yourself. Like whenever you do something good or like put in the work, rewarding yourself will reinforce that behavior because you like learn or change behavior if you're rewarded for it rather than being punished for it. You know.
Yep.
So yeah, reward yourself, self reward. Is this the hardest class you've taken? Microbiome honors.
Yeah. It's the hard. Yeah. IP Lang is kind of hard, but it's like I force myself to like writing over the summer, so like I just like write
Yeah.
to myself
You
like
journal, yeah.
yeah. It's like I do this just so like I can lock in, just like
Yeah, yeah. Right,
Just
right,
like this is like the easiest thing I could do is just like talk
uh-huh,
to myself.
right. Is that like a piece of paper that you folded up, or is that like a notebook,
It's
notepad?
like basically a thank you card.
Oh, thank you card. I see it. Yeah. Right, that's good.
Yeah. It gets me into like oh, it just like puts me in the zone for like after 15 minutes of just writing, it's just like all right, like
Yeah.
easiest I pick the easiest assignment to do and then
Yeah.
like and then choose the hardest assignment or something like that. But like it's just like I went to water polo and I'm kind of like tired even though I didn't swim. So
Sure. Yeah. What did you did you do today? Like when you woke up, like what was your day today?
uh so basically my mom was like yelling at me like the start I woke up. She like turned on the light in my room. Was like, Ryan, get up. It's like
Uh-huh.
7 o'clock. But then I sleep with my watch on, so
Yeah.
I look at my watch and it's 20 minutes before 7 o'clock, 6:40. And then she just keeps yelling at me, and then I eventually got up at 7 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
I brushed my teeth, and I had like 15 minutes to go. So I left
Yeah.
at the house at like 7:15. I
Uh-huh.
went to like my dermatology appointment, and then it was a lot of traffic. But like since we left early, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
And then we realized that like my doctor just like canceled out my appointment just because like my skin's already doing good enough.
Oh yeah. Is this from the Accutane checkup or some
Yeah, it's
product thing?
basically Accutane.
Accutane. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good.
So it's just like my dad's like, this is the last time you might take it. And it's like, okay, that's good. So we don't
Uh-huh.
have to go here anymore.
Yeah.
And then and then basically I was just like sleeping throughout the entire car ride.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, just like before and after and after the thing. And I just all I did was sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So, do
I
you
read
like have
yeah,
a
what?
skincare routine? Or do you just like wash your face with water?
Um, I have like one thing I put on my face. It's like vitamin C lotion. It's like
Oh,
yeah, like $5 to $10 at Walmart.
uh-huh.
And then
Yeah.
like I don't feel like I have the time to put on sunscreen, but like my
Uh-huh.
skin is like already like this.
Yeah. Right. Dang, was it always like that, or like was it like was it bad before, or was it
It,
like clear?
I've had acne
Uh-huh.
ever since COVID dropped. I was like,
Oh.
what the hell is this on my face? And then my parents did not really say anything. And I
Uh-huh.
kind of just got my own pimples just because
Yeah.
yeah. And then like eighth grade, my sister told me just like I was just like on the couch, minding my own business, just like this, just like Ryan, stop doing that.
Oh yeah.
You know that's bad for your face, right? Like what? Like really? And then like she just introduced me to skincare, and then
Skincare, yeah. And then
like,
that's when you got into it.
yeah, it's because like my sister, like my dad just like bought her like. No, my mom bought her like a cleaning brush, but it would just like scrape like her face, and like it didn't
Oh,
look
yeah.
good. So that's like kind of like how like my sister like was like kind of forced to take care of herself, or else like it would
Yeah.
the parents would like make everything worse, kind of.
Who got you into Accutane? Did you like research that yourself, or did your
No,
sister?
my dad told me like your acne is really bad, but
Uh-huh.
not as bad because like basically on this side of my face, like there's
Yeah.
basically like there's like a huge scar in like the
Uh-huh.
center of it, and it's like it never really changed at all.
Oh,
So
is it gone now?
it's gone. It's completely
Oh,
gone.
dang. So no side effects, or like do you have like those mental thoughts like you said you
Uh,
did, but then is it because of the Accutane or?
um, I mean, I don't think I had those mental thoughts because of the medicine. It's just
Uh,
like maybe it's just like maybe because like I was kind of just like maybe it was the medicine because like it was like I never really felt that way about a final that much.
yeah.
So,
Before you
yeah,
took the medicine, you didn't like have those deep
it's like
thoughts.
there's always a next time or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like no, my life is over kind of thing.
Yeah. After the medicine,
Yeah.
yeah, shoot. But you're not taking it anymore, right? Or like how many months
Basically,
more?
I lied to my dad that I have 4 days left, but I actually have like a month's worth that I kind of stopped.
Oh shoot. Because your dad doesn't like you like taking it like like a lot because of the side effects that he knows about.
It just makes my lips dry, but that's the only side effect I have.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
mean
and
chapstick?
he also took it when he was like 15 years old. I took it when I was like 16.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Hmm. It's all genetics. I
Genetics,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, I had it like when I was like really young, but like all my other friends say that they started having braces and acne in high school, and I had braces in third grade
Oh,
and
yeah.
acne in seventh grade, and then like
Yeah, yeah. You have it very young. Very
yeah, around like sophomore junior years, just like stopped.
young.
So
Yeah. Dang. That's good.
also just because I had to take like another month's supply of Accutane just so that it doesn't come back during college.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it like it does come back or
It
like
doesn't come back. It won't come back if I finish this entire month, probably.
oh okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Mm.
good, yeah.
Hmm. So like I was telling you about my day, and then it just got sidetracked on like the dermatology thing. So like, so I got like to school 3 minutes late. I slept in the office for 10 minutes, and then like I was like 20 minutes late to my class, but it didn't really matter because we were just like watching like a YouTube video for like um jobs in Spanish,
Uh-huh.
and then like we finished that second period, third period, fourth period. Not much really happened, and then like I left my fourth period early to go to water polo, but I
Mm.
didn't know today that like we were supposed to like check out of the office. So like what I did was that I like tried looking for my bike in the bike rack, and then I realized I didn't have a bike. And like
Oh,
basically my school has an entire gate built around the entire school. So
uh-huh.
I just jumped the gate, and like
Oh, what?
I didn't go through the office at all. And like
So do
there
you
was
have
like
absence?
yeah, but like there was a security camera above me, like
Oh
while I
yeah.
was just jumping. So like I was just hoping that no one notices.
Uh-huh. Oh shoot. Oh
Yeah, and
yeah.
then I went to my water polo, and it took me 15 minutes to walk there. And then I got there, and then 5:30 it ended. Yeah,
5:30 ended, yeah. And then you how did you get home if you didn't have the bike?
I called my sister, and she picked me up, and then she gave me a mochi donut, and then
No, mostly donut, yeah.
yeah, and then like 6, wait, 5:30 to 6, I got home. I ate food, and then like 6:30, I was like, okay, it's time to lock in, and then I didn't lock in
You didn't
because I
actually log in?
no.
Oh shoot. What did you do? What did you do?
Uh, I was like scrolling through like Spotify like way too
Uh-huh.
much, and then just like, and then I kind of just like got sidetracked, and then because I only have one assignment, it's like, oh my god, like right now, just like this, just one assignment, just like that's due like 11:59, but
Uh-huh.
like but my teacher says that she doesn't care if it's chicken scratch or like bad. It's just like she wants to know what we think.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah,
submitted that already? Like the one due like at 11:59 tonight? You submitted it?
that's my only assignment.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
What's your plan tomorrow?
The biggest problem I ever have is probably like waking up like early because like my phone does not really work because like whenever I like turn on my alarm, it like all the way. Basically, what would happen is just like it doesn't make it that much sound because I've been like overusing like the sound of my phone, and like
Yeah.
basically whenever I like turn it all the way up, it just makes very little sound.
Oh shoot.
So
Very
like I
thick.
have two alarm clocks basically, like one as a birthday, like as a Christmas present, and one as another Christmas present.
Uh-huh.
So I connect, and since they're both like powered by electricity and like they don't have any batteries, I just put like the USB port in like one alarm clock to charge the other alarm clock. So I have like two alarm clocks going in a like a USB port chain.
Oh my god. And that wakes you up for sure, right? It was super loud. Two alarm clocks
Yeah,
going off.
yeah, basically.
Yeah. That's good. Wait, and you sleep with your watch on? It's not
Yeah,
uncomfortable for you to
basically when
sleep?
it gets like because like the sun faces my window, so whenever like it's like 6 o'clock or like 6:30, like the sun shines through my window, and I just look at my watch and it's just like, oh, it's this time.
Oh, so you
I
don't
don't
check your
need
phone?
Yeah, I don't need to like roll over or anything.
Yeah, yeah. But then like it's not like you make it looser or like is it tight around your
Uh,
wrist?
I mean, my wrists are like this. Like I can literally just
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Dang. Dang, that's crazy.
Wait, you're in wrestling, so like, isn't your hand like arm like a little bit bigger?
No, I was the lowest weight class. Like
Oh,
like like my hand is probably small. Like you weigh more than me, so you're probably bigger than me.
I weigh I weigh like 125 pounds.
Yeah, 15 pounds heavier than me.
Damn, what the heck?
I know. I need to eat more. I need to bulk up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine because like there's like one day where I just gained like 10 pounds in one day or two
One day?
days.
What?
2 days, 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah,
What?
because like all I did like for 2 days straight was eat like after school, just like at my house, just like eat everything in the refrigerator, and then that was basically it. And then I gained like 10 pounds, and then
Yeah.
basically school came around, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so stressed. I can't eat that much anymore. And then
Yeah.
it dropped like 10 pounds in like 2 days.
Oh shoot.
Wait,
Dang.
I think it's the other way around where like I just ate like it took me a month to like build up 10 pounds, and then
Mhm.
when I stopped it just took 10 days, 2 days to like lose 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You have like crazy metabolism. Crazy.
I kind of want to be 200 pounds though.
200 pounds in bulky.
Yeah, just because like I think that the weight, like if like my bones are strong enough, then they'll probably like adapt to like the weight
Yeah.
if I exercise also.
Yeah. Hit the gym. Wait, lift weights.
Mm. I think weightlifting stunts growth, so all I do is just hang from my pull-up bar, and then that's kind of it.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
is
not,
that your plant behind you? Like, do you water the plant behind you?
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It
Dang.
doesn't require sunlight at all, so I
Oh,
don't
does
need
it
to worry.
require sunlight?
Yeah,
What? I never heard of that before.
yeah, it's really good. I
Yeah.
only have to water it, and then also I have like a water bottle. Like if I just like don't want to go outside my room, I just have it here.
Dang.
Mm. Do you have any
Dang.
plants in your room?
Tomorrow or any plans? What? Sorry.
Plants.
Oh, any plants? No, I don't have any plants. No.
I think
No.
I think that's
But
from
my
Costco.
parents have like a garden, and they have like some farm, like some trees that grows things. But I
Mm.
don't know how they water it and how they do it. It's in our backyard.
Uh, I mean, my plant just devours water, and like that's kind of it.
They pour water, yeah. How long have you had that plant for?
Uh, I'm planning to take care of it until I graduate, like just
Mm.
so it doesn't die before I leave.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
and also I think I had it since like I got this room since wait I think I had it since I like got my driver's license, so that would probably be last month. Yeah,
Last month. Let's see. Dang. Yeah, that's good.
yeah, last month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember now. It was let's see, 14th, 21st. Yeah, September 16th is when I got my room, because that was the day of
Mm.
my driver's exam.
Thanks. September 16th.
Oh yeah.
That's like,
Also,
yeah. Huh?
you keep going.
That was like when was that? That was like
Oh
summer
yeah,
or fall quarter.
I texted you about that. I was like, I got my driver's license first try,
Oh
and then
yeah, you did. I remember that. And I was like,
and then
congratulations. You were telling me about it. It's like before and after. too. I
And then
remember.
like I skipped school for like 1 day, and then
Uh-huh.
like that's like when I texted you.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god,
And then
congrats, congrats.
the entire month, yeah.
Yeah.
So also today, I think I'm just gonna like do the push-up challenge again, but I'm like, on like day 15 right now
Oh, you're day 15 right now?
because it's October 15th, and I want to keep it going for like at least 90 days until like the
90
new year.
days? Yeah. True. October, November, December, 3 months.
Yeah, that's why I'm like writing also just like how like I just like have a like 10 positive things, 10 negative things, and then like a Q&A on the back telling me like, okay, did you do this? Did you do this? And then like how many push-ups did you do? And just like, and then I just do it, and then like I say 16 or 17 or whatever.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
consistent right there.
Yeah,
Consistency.
I just have to like get one of these like I just like raid my teacher's like thank you card cabinet, and they have like a thank you card cabinet for like just for like especially for teachers, but I'm just using it for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I th- I'm like trying to like not use YouTube anymore since like I'm about to like regain control of like all video games, all socials, and all like anything. But like I
Mm-hmm.
choose like I'm trying to not stay away from that just by like writing to myself.
Right to yourself. That's good. Yeah, like work. That's actually so good because you get to know yourself better, learn about yourself, and then like, did you find anything like interesting about yourself or learn anything interesting about yourself while
Mm.
doing that?
Yeah,
That's good.
I I learned that I was like I feel like I didn't expect myself to be like a perfectionist because like I was like reading like doing that essay
Yeah.
just like
Did,
I think I am,
uh-huh.
because like every time I spend way too much time on small assignments when they're
Small
supposed to
assignment.
be
Yeah,
like
you want to
really
make it
short,
perfect.
and like you're just like changing like micro changing everything just for like something, but like it doesn't really count towards your grade.
Yeah, that's perfectionist
So
right
like
there.
so I have to keep asking myself, am I wasting too much time on this thing, and should
Yeah.
I move on because like it's already good enough, like as a
Mm-hmm.
first draft. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I need to ask myself like so many questions.
Yeah.
It's just like easier to ignore them sometimes, you know? Just
Uh-huh.
like, oh yeah, just like, how are you feeling today? And then all I do is just scroll on YouTube or something. It's like I don't want to talk about it. Some, but like that's like the only way I can like change.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if I told you this yesterday, but like I like tried changing like all my habits, and then I started changing all my like eating, sleeping thing whole goal, and then I tried changing my friends, and then it didn't work out because did I tell you about this?
No, you didn't tell me about this. Yeah. Let me know. I want to know the story. What happened?
Okay. So basically, this entire like past 10 months, I thought like, oh, if I cut off video games, if I cut off all my socials, if I start working out, everything will become different. And then like during finals week, I thought if I just not talk to my friends the whole week, and I
Mm-hmm.
just like ignore them basically,
Yeah.
like whenever they say or do anything, just like I'm just gonna ignore my friends. And then basically what happened was that it did not go so well, and like
Oh,
no, it like really just really took a toll. Just like, oh, I'm just spending all my time on school now, and like I have no friends. I
yeah.
get 3 hours of sleep a day. I eat one meal a day, and then I literally have nothing left at the end of the day to say good job or like
Oh,
anything positive.
oh
And like
no! It's download spiral.
it was like that for an entire week during finals.
Oh my god, that's like hell right there.
Yeah, and then like the new quarter started like a week later, which is this week, and I was just like, guys,
Yeah.
and then I told them the same story. I told them just like, yeah, don't do that again.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
crazy. That week, were you
it's
going
like
through my
I
hours or
thought
did
something would change. It's just like I thought something would change if like I cut people off. It
yeah.
made things worse.
Yeah. You know,
And like I was like the entire week I was like, oh, should I like because like all my I don't have any friends in biotech, and like my friends who are my friends aren't in any my biotech classes. I was like, okay, I'm struggling in microbiology, so should I only have people as friends in microbiology? And then I kind of learned that it's really hard to like become forced friendship, and then
Yeah, it is.
yeah. So basically, I just like sat in classrooms alone for like 2 3 days, and then and Friday came, and it's like, okay, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to school, then you feel everything alone. Yeah.
Something else I wanted to
But
say.
during that week when you like did that,
It's just like it's better to like have like friends that care about you, like but aren't like doing the same thing as you, because
mm,
that's still okay.
yeah,
So
yeah, it is. Hey. Going to my office hours that week, like when you did that, 3 hours sleep, 1 hour, one meal a day,
it was awesome.
thing.
I like eat breakfast and lunch every day too.
Yeah,
Yeah, and also like tomorrow, like school starts at 30 p.m. So
yeah, I see. Dang. Okay, okay. Oh, what time do you sleep? Time to sleeping tonight?
I slept at 11 because I literally just said like, okay, if I fall asleep in 30 minutes, like I literally set an alarm. Like I'm gonna take a nap for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and then I just fell asleep in the first 10. And
Oh
then
shoot.
and then like nothing really happened since I like completed all the assignments before 11:59. But like it's just the studying part for microbiology that gets
Yeah,
me. It's like if you slack on like that it's like it's dense basically. It's really dense this week.
really dense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. That's
All we're
good.
gonna talk about is tomorrow is microbiology, and I still like need to do the more work for that. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
see. Dang.
that's like why I have a trouble locking in. But like this is like the only like writing thank you cards to myself is probably the only way I'll actually ever like fight procrastination.
Procrastination, right? That's
Like
good, and
cause
you get
like
to look back at it too. You know, it's like a relic. It will be a relic in the
yeah,
future.
basically
Yeah. Okay. I have to wake up early tomorrow, but it was nice talking to you, Ryan.
yeah,
Uh, see you tomorrow.
yeah. All
Yeah.
right, I promise you that I'll get all my work done tomorrow in
Uh-huh.
2 days.
Yeah, yeah. Get
Yeah.
all your work done today. Get all your work done today.
Just
Yeah.
like one time a day, just like I keep promising this, and just like oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Gotta do it. Gotta do it. You know. Let me
yeah, I
know how it goes tomorrow. I'll be waiting for good news tomorrow.
good news,
Yeah.
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 It's gonna be a really short day today, but it's probably gonna be a lot of fun because I'm gonna be like water polo most of
Yeah.
the time. Yeah,
That's good. Yeah. You making new friends in water polo too?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. So good night. Good night, Ryan.
Yeah, good night. Sleep tight.
Yep. See ya.
Don't stay up too late.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I'm gonna sleep like right now, I think, or pretty soon.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you brush your teeth already?
I'm gonna do that right now. Wash up and then go sleep.
All right, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Good night.
Good night.